Hello, let's do Wordle for Wednesday, November 5th. And how many of you were brave enough to start with today along with me, which is what the wheel chose yesterday? Well, I never shy away. You know what? That is about the best result we could ask for. So we learned a lot here. First of all, we learned that not only is there not one P, but there's also not two Ps. We learned that there's exactly one H, not two of them or three of them. And we learned there's a T at the end. So look at all that we learned. Could be something as simple as sheet. It could be cheat. It could be, has cheat been the answer before? I don't remember. It could be ghost. That we're a couple days past spooky season, but ghost is fun. So there's a lot of options. So what basically what I want to focus on is what goes before that H. Maybe figure out the vowels, but it could be SH, CH, WH, could even be GH. I'm sure I'm missing something. It could be another T. It could be TH. We'd have to start with T for that, but I'd like to use at least two of these letters in my guess, if possible. It may not be. Oh, Ghost actually does it. Ghost uses the S. So why don't we guess Go? But Ghost is the only one that uses G. So what if I omit G just for a second and see if there's something a little bit better? WSC, TWSC. I could even start with T, but ideally we do like a CH with an S or an SH with a C. But I just don't see how to do that with the T right there. Chest. Chest would do it. Okay. I think that's probably the perfect guess. Let's do that. The S is yellow, so I'm going to assume SH because I really don't think the S is going to go there. So we're not sheet because there's no E. Could be something like shaft. It could be, was it shart? I think it would accept shart. I don't know if it would be an answer. That would be kind of funny. I'm looking at SHA. I think that's it. I don't think shant is a word. Like shanty is a word, but I don't think shant is. Okay, so SHA would just have shaft. SHI could have shift. So it's probably a good idea to guess shaft or shift. Does SHI, SH has shirt as well. So I'm going to guess shift because shift will tell us about shaft and it'll also tell us about shirt. All right, so it's none of those. I don't think there's an SHA left unless shart is the answer. We can look at SH. Oh, short could be the answer. Okay, so shirt would have been fine as well because it tells us about short. So why don't we just guess short then? All right, it ended up just being short. Okay. Cool. Got my 100 streak. Just got to get another 156. Doesn't actually take as long as you think, as long as you don't lose. All right, cool. Well, almost hashtag no yellows. It's hashtag one yellow. But I'm pretty happy with my guesses. Let us check with the bot and see if it's happy with our guesses. But first, before we check with the bot, we need to spin the wheel. So these are my YouTube members. We spin the wheel and we see what they're having us start with. Oh, another really strong start. Joe's 8,700. So this is really a test of your willpower. Are you willing to start with the Inuit spelling of kayak? Qajaq. It is accepted. I guarantee we aren't getting it in one tomorrow, but I also think that at best we're getting a green A. Probably not two green A's. But yeah, we'll see. Cool. Well, now let's check with the bot to see how we did today. So the answer was short. We started with PHPHT. It wants chart. Chart is really good. I was thinking about what goes before the H. But chest is here. Like chest is not bad. But it's seeing that there's quite a few with R. Is it? There's chart. There's short. Interesting. Maybe it's just because there's a lot of CHs. We want to know where that A goes with it. I don't know. I mean, it's only slightly better. So like, who knows? I went with chest. After chest, there were 8 words left. I didn't think of shout. I thought of shaft, shift, shirt eventually. Shoot, I didn't actually consider. Short, shout, shunt. So it's saying go short, which is the answer, but you could also go shout. I did shift, which is a 2.5, so slightly worse. So none of my guesses were completely optimal. And then the unfortunate result is there's still 5 left, and I got lucky with short. So there was shout, shoot, short, shout, shout, shoot, short, shout, and shunt. I still feel like I said shout twice, but maybe not. No, I said shout and shout. Okay. Shunt. All right, so it's suggesting do shout. I did short, which is not quite as good, except it was the answer. All right, so there were a lot of words I didn't consider, but I don't think I was in too much danger of actually losing. It's just chart, which is going to be really good because it's down to shirt or short. So at worst, it's getting it in 4. All right, let's start with tails and see how that goes. We get the T and the S. It's going to go straight for shirt or short. Amazing. So it could get it in 2. It could get it in 2 from tails. It's a 50-50. But if it doesn't, it gets it in 3. Because obviously short's the only one. Does steel do something similar? It says go shout. It says it's slightly better than short. And then we do shoot short. Okay, one of those two. Interesting. Yeah, it's a bit trappy, isn't it? All right, so 3 or 4 from steel. A dew. It's gonna get us all gray a dew. It says do torch, and torch gets us almost all the letters, and it has to be short. But you gotta unscramble. All right, that's kind of fun. If only that were yellow, but getting gray, yellow, green, and kind of like a flag almost. All right, audio does get the O. It's going to go clone, and it's worried about some words. It's worried about gopher, joker, sower, molly, lolly. So the ollie trap and the OER trap. It's going to go right to shoot, which is, there's a bunch of other options, but we're basically doing shoot short or something similar. So it gets it in 4. And then trace tries to get it in 2. So far, tails has gotten it in 2 more often. It's going to go first, and then it could get it in 3, but it could also get it in like 5. All right. And finally, place is what the official hard mode bot starts with. It's all gray. This follows up with snort, and from snort, it's only short. So it gets it in 3. Very nice. All right, let's check with the official bot, see how people did today. I don't think we're going to have a very low, I think we're going to have a very high solve rate today. It's got a bunch of common letters. It's also a common word. 87 skill for me. Didn't really like my guesses that much, but I didn't hate them. Bold choice, yes. Eliminated all but 17 words. Extraordinarily lucky, says you. All right, 88 skill from chest. It suggested to just get the answer, get short in 2, or shaft. All right, just get it in 2. Shift would have been a top pick. It would have preferred short or shout, just like the other bot. There were 5 words left. And here we go, short is the answer. I just guessed right out of the 5. All right. It does place, roust, snort, short. So that is basically my bot skips the roust part and goes right to snort. So anyway, we have 0.5% starting with short. So that means that short is usually about 0.2, and then you've got the 0.3, 2 to 3. That 0.2 to 3 are actually legit getting it in 1. And then there's another 0.2 to 3 that always get it in 1 because they cheat. All right, turn 6. Yeah, I mean, if you're losing, which you're probably not, you're losing on snort, sport, skort, shout, shoot, shot with 2 T's. I am a little bit worried that they typoed short because the R and the T are right next to each other, and then didn't notice and it accepted it. That is, I am sorry if that's you. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, that is it for Wordle. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like to watch the New York Times games, you can click at the end of the video. It'll take you right there. I also have a pinned comment with all of the games I played today. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.